Because no one can marry them. They stay single mothers and divorced women. Jesus is against single mothers and divorced women. He said they can have divorce by becoming prostitution. By becoming prostitutes. Prostitutes is the only way women in Christianity can go to heaven before others. Matthew chapter 21, verse 31. That's why in Christianity they have the highest prostitution around the world. Escort, stay away from the Quran next time. Otherwise you face this way like next time.
You became like a devil. Calm down.
Be careful next time. I'm warning you. One more time. If I see you harassing my fellow Muslims.
Nobody harassed your fellow Muslims. You insulted me last week. You insulted my mom. You insulted my dad. And you don't know anything. You can talk.
Single mothers and divorced women cannot get married. If you do that, you commit an adultery. In Christianity, marriage is adultery. But prostitution, it takes you to heaven. How come? What book is that? Can Jesus teach that? No. It's false Jesus, a devil Jesus. It has nothing to do with them. Pure Jesus. Jesus is pure. But the Christians corrupted the Bible and lied about Jesus. They say that's why they have dildos and toys, single mothers and single women. Because no one can marry them. But the only way they can go, marriage is adultery. Prostitution, it is fine, it takes you to heaven. Why? Never talk about Islam again. Do not ever insult Quran again.
Good advice on husbands taking care of wives. Clearly, he hasn't got an answer.
Because he's insecure.
And he got triggered.
You couldn't even answer the question.
Sorry, what? Question of what? So clearly,
ignore the fool, ignore him, he's insecure, he's one of them.
Very simply, at Speaker's Corner, we engage in intellectual conversation.
You're not intellectual, that's Muslim faith.
And the very simple question I asked was, in the Quran, is there any good advice to a husband to take care of his wife? Any good advice?
Don't make me call Siraj again.
That's the question I asked. Now clearly, there isn't any.
No.
Instead of saying there isn't any,
they want to become violent.
Clearly he was triggered.
Sorry,
Let's continue talking. Let's continue talking, Arul.
He was running away from him.
Well, did you see what he was doing?
No, he had a question for you, and you was getting.
He had no question. He had no.
Continue, please.
Cool. So very simply.
Don't let him reflect.
Okay, that's very simply. If you haven't got an answer to the question which has been asked, at the least say, hey, I haven't got an answer. Maybe next week we'll try. But instead of doing that, these guys want to bully at the park. Well, unfortunately, the bad example, and these guys are becoming even worse. Standing at Speaker's Corner in London and trying to bully. This is all that I've got, all that they have got. And so it's another day of shame. Another day. Every week, Sundays. Thankfully, Speaker's Corner is only on Sundays. And therefore, the shame of Islam shows up only on Sundays. If Speaker's Corner...
every day, we just get to see it here in abundance on a Sunday. This is the Prophet Muhammad.
Sorry, what?
An answer.
What is that?
An answer. You had a question, right?
Okay, the question I asked was very simply, is there any good advice that the Quran gives for husbands, in terms of husbands taking care of wives?
I'll show you some examples. You can read this.
The Quran?
Yeah, that's all in the Quran.
Thank you.
There's more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You're not showing me Quran. You're just showing me some Google search. Now, result. Now we can discuss this later. I have to move on right now. We can discuss this later. But God's blessings to you. On Thursdays we do live streams. You can join on Thursdays. We do live streams on YouTube. Operation Stephen, and we can do this on Thursdays. God's blessings to you all. Thank you very much. Thank you.